Hi everyone, it's Joanne from Everyday Alignment, and I'm back with another video today which is all about scripting to manifest your ex back into your life. Now, this video follows on to my introductory video about how to manifest an ex back into your life. So if you haven't seen that one, please just look in the description for the link below and, watch that one as well, because it's just going to give you a few thoughts about my mindset around this idea of manifesting an ex back into your life, because this really needs to be something that you feel sure that you want. It needs to be something that is a result of a healthy relationship getting off track, and not, an unhealthy relationship that you're going to get back in and you're going to repeat past patterns on that aren't serving your life. Okay. So please click on the link below to watch that video. And without further ado, let's get on to the scripting part of it. Now, scripting is a fantastic tool for so many areas of your life. And I've got a whole series of scripting stroke journaling videos that are coming up real soon. In fact, it's going to be my next focus on this channel. So please look out for that playlist. I'm going to put them all, in one playlist so that you can get to them very easily. So this is going to be all about the scripting and journaling sort of 101, what it is, different ways of doing it that can kind of suit your style, and just to give you lots of ideas on how you can use it in lots of different scenarios. Okay, so that'll be coming up on this channel real soon, so please subscribe if you do want to get notifications of those. But in this one, we're going to specifically look at scripting or journaling to manifest your ex back into your life, as a follow-on from my first video. So first of all, why do I think scripting is a great tool for this? Well, scripting is a way of writing our life into being. It's a way of creating stories for our life, of how we want it to be right now, that we can do, and it can be as long or short as we want. It's something that we can do daily or every couple of days. But whilst you're in this kind of scripting, journaling state, it's almost like hypnotic writing. You get into the flow of, putting pen to paper and kind of getting your ideas, your feelings, your thoughts, what you're seeing, what you're hearing, how life is, how you want to be. It's all sort of going down on paper, and you're creating your reality. Okay, and I've used this many, many times in my life. I script almost daily. I do have some breaks, but I script probably every 2 to 3 days. And it's just an exercise that I love to do. It feels so good. And I've always, got my best manifestations in my life from using this tool, which is why I think it's one of the best things to help you manifest your ex back into your life. Okay. Now, the first thing to make sure that you leave out of your scripting is anything that is in relation to your breakup, anything that's in relation to how you're going to get back together, and anything that's in relation to things that you don't particularly like in the relationship, things that were kind of niggling you before, things that you don't want to happen when you get back with your ex. So those few things just kind of leave out of your scripting altogether, because we are creating your ideal reality. We're not trying to attract things back into your life that didn't serve you before. And by writing about things with regard to the breakup, by writing about things that are with regard to that person getting down on bended knee and begging for your forgiveness and that they can come back, and by focusing on this is what this person won't do while you're writing, those sort of things aren't going to serve you. So firstly, just leave any of those out of your scripting. You're going to just create your perfect ideal relationship through this tool. So what are you going to script or journal about to actually attract this into your reality? Well, it's quite simple. You need to focus on the relationship being whole and perfect. You need to focus on having this relationship in your life right now. You're going to focus on what are the things that you're doing. You're going to focus on what are the things that you're seeing, you're hearing, what are you feeling. You're going to focus on intimate moments with this person and how good that feels. And you're going to be as descriptive as possible about how amazing this relationship is right now. Now, I do suggest, especially if you're trying to do something like this, where you're trying to manifest an ex back into your life and it's something that you feel needs that momentum, that you do this scripting daily. And the reason I say that is because of two things, really. First, it gives you some sort of daily focus on doing this and the manifestation of that relationship back into your life. And this keeps the momentum up. It builds up this story that, you know, is going to go into your conscious and subconscious mind. And it's going to be something that your mind is going to believe, and it's going to start creating things outside of it in its reality. Okay, that is what law of attraction is all about. Life is a mirror. What you're creating up here, what you're thinking and feeling, what you're being, is what's going to come into your life. And that is why scripting is just so powerful. You know, you just kind of get engrossed and pulled into the way that you're writing. And the more descriptive you are, the more it becomes kind of hypnotic, and you just get engrossed in it. It's almost like getting engrossed in a good book or a good film, you know, whilst you're reading or while you're watching that, you're kind of so engrossed in that story that it just feels real to you. You know, we actually even get physical symptoms from watching films, don't we? You know, you can be on the edge of your seat, or you can just find something really heartwarming that makes you cry. It's kind of, you know, that's how real the feelings are. And if you really pay attention to the scripting and journaling, this is how this can feel too. And that is just why it's just so powerful. So you're going to do this daily, and you're going to kind of just write about this, anything to do with this relationship. Now, it can be that you write a day-to-day account of how this relationship was in that day, or how the relationship is, and, you know, describing what's going to happen the next day almost. So, you know, this makes it even more real, because you're almost writing a diary entry about something as if it was really happening, and that is mega, mega powerful. And what you're going to do after you've made this journal entry is kind of just go about your day and just forget about it, because this is also another important thing. So you built up the momentum through the journaling, but the act of kind of putting that journal down and just making that a practice that you can put aside means that you can just go out there, you can get on with your day, you know, get on with whatever you want to do, and kind of detach from it and just kind of let the universe work its magic in the background. You know, let your higher self come up with that reality that, you know, life that's going to be created for you just by doing this journaling and this scripting every day, and then detaching from it and letting go of the control and letting go of the outcome. And those two things are just really, really important. Another couple of things you need to consider when you're writing your journal, when you're doing this journaling or scripting, is that everything that you write in there needs to be believable. You know, so it's all very well writing this descriptive text about how your amazing lovers kind of swoop down in this helicopter to pick you up for this dream date, when you know it's just not going to happen, you know. You know that in reality you're going to kind of go to the cinema together to watch a film, or you're going to go out for a meal together, or you're going to snuggle up on the sofa and just enjoy an evening together. You know, those sorts of things, those sort of like daily real life things, are the things that's going to be believable to you. It's the things that's going to make your journaling and scripting even more powerful. Yes, you can inject anything in there that's kind of, you know, some romantic ideals. That's totally up to you, but just make sure it's something that you think, you know, is possible and is believable, because that is going to encourage that reality even more to come into your life than something that's kind of a little bit far-fetched and a bit kind of over the top, and something that your lover may or probably won't do. Okay, so just make it believable. And the other thing that you have to do throughout the journaling process, and, you know, this is really super, super powerful in any area of your life anyway, and that is showing gratitude and appreciation. Now, you can do this in a few ways when you journal. I often start my journaling with, you know, I am so happy and grateful now that, and I know that a lot of other people who journal on YouTube have also said that they do that, something similar or that same thing. And that kind of just starts you in that state of gratitude and appreciation. So by writing that, I'm so happy and grateful now that, you're kind of having a lead-in sentence to a reality that you're creating on that page. And I always end my journaling or scripting with, you know, thank you, thank you, thank you. I always write that 3 times at the end. And I also write all this or something better, okay? Because I think that's very important in attracting the reality that you want, or attracting something better than that, okay? So you're saying to the universe, you know, bring me all this in my journaling, and if you want, you can chuck some more on top that feels absolutely amazing. And, you know, I am so happy and grateful that you're doing this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And, you know, everything just feels so good. And just writing the words thank you just feels really, really good. So make sure you include gratitude and appreciation in your journaling and scripting. So set aside some time to do this daily, okay? Because it's just really important to keep up that momentum. And if you miss the odd day, that's absolutely fine. But remember, you're the one who wants to create this reality. So the more you can do it, the better. And you don't need to write pages and pages and pages unless it feels really good for you to do that. You might just want to write a couple of paragraphs a day of something that just kind of, you know, creates that momentum within you of this reality you're creating for yourself with this ideal relationship that's coming to you. And, you know, when you finish your scripting for the day, you know, put it to one side. Just know in your mind that it is done. You know, you've created that reality by getting that down. You've created that reality by putting pen to paper. And all you need to do is kind of wait for the momentum of the universe to kind of start moving things around and creating this reality that you really, really desire. So, you know that it is done. Know that you've put something in there that is asking for this or something better. Put it to one side and then just make sure you detach from it. You know, you can leave that practice for the day. You're not leaving it altogether. You're coming back to that practice tomorrow, and that is really, really powerful, just knowing that you can kind of put it to one side and you can detach from the outcome. Because, you know, when you try and control things too tightly, as I've covered off in another video, when you try and control things too tightly, it creates resistance because you're trying to kind of take a lot of physical action to kind of make something in a certain way. Whereas, you know, you need to kind of allow, by detaching, you kind of allow things to happen. You just allow that creation to kind of come into your reality, to kind of come into your experience, because you're not trying to hold on to it too tightly and trying to control absolutely everything around you. And finally, one more thing, which is also going to kind of help you detach and kind of relax a little bit, and that is to live in your mind as if everything you've written is true, okay? So live in your mind as if this relationship is happy, whole and perfect, that you're really enjoying each other's company, that you've got a romantic, loving relationship. Anything that you've kind of written down in your journal that you want to create in your reality, just know in your mind that it's true and live like it's true. And it's almost this acting as if. But what you shouldn't actually do is really discuss this with another person unless you've got somebody you can totally trust, somebody who is a conscious creator, who's really into the same thing as you, that's got the same beliefs as you, and that can support you in your journey and you're acting as if. Then I wouldn't discuss it with anyone else, you know, because I think that other people could be too quick to kind of pee on your bonfire, to kind of give their opinion, and can kind of set you back, because, you know, you're creating this new reality for yourself, and then, you know, somebody says something that's kind of the complete opposite to that and chucks in their opinion, and then you can find yourself back at square one. So live like it's true, but don't talk about it with anyone unless it's someone really, really trusted who understands this process and, you know, can support you totally throughout, because that's just not going to serve you in any possible way. So I hope that's really helped. I'm going to be back with many more videos about scripting in lots of different areas in your life, and specifically about relationships in general, because, you know, that's something that I've had a lot of experience with personally. It's something that I've coached on other people about quite a lot as well. So something that's close to my heart and something that I want to help you create. So once again, be careful what you wish for, because it might just come true. So you take very good care of yourself. Until the next video. Bye.